So here's a question for you. You ever heard of Joss Whedon? He's the director of the Avengers, the big superhero movies that you've probably seen. And recently, he put out a video on his YouTube channel called Unlocked. And I quote, it says, "Unlocked Joss Whedon video in support of Planned Parenthood." Now, I recently came out with a commercial as well for Catholic T-Shirt Club. If you haven't seen it, watch it right there. And I think that makes me the perfect person to look at this video, analyze it, see how it is as a commercial, and then also slightly make fun of Planned Parenthood and the falsities that I'm sure are going to be abounding about their brilliant services in this video. I'm only being slightly sarcastic. Alright, let's watch this. Okay. And everything's running in reverse. That's kind of cool. Oh, this is actually really cool. Oh, does she have cancer? Oh. That's sad. Is she selling drugs? Does Planned Parenthood stop? She slept with her boyfriend, now she's worried about it. She's pregnant. Solid, full scholarship. I don't see what the problem is. Why can't she take the scholarship if she's pregnant? Mom's angry and sad. She's scared. Planned Parenthood's closed. Pause real fast. If this is going the direction that I think this is this saying that she can't go to college because she's having a child because she's pregnant, and because Planned Parenthood is closed, that she's basically, like, her life is ruined? Is it because Planned Parenthood is closed that she can't go to college? Okay, life's in real motion now. I really do like the music. The music's really nice. No nurse ever looks that happy, ever. Also, that t-shirt's really weird looking. Pure education. And now she can go to college. Now she's... Okay. Alright, deep breath. Deep breath. First off, let's look at this from a standpoint of a commercial. This is a great commercial. I enjoyed watching this. I thought it flowed well. It looked cool. I liked, like, the jump shot between, like, people in the hospital and then, like, boom! It's like, oh, the hospital's closed, nobody's there, I like the story. I like how it all made sense. I like how it showed different, you know, stories of different people. That's all I can say good about it. Alright, let's start looking at the wrongness behind this whole thing. So this video is telling 3 stories. The first is this woman right here who I think she has breast cancer. I'm gonna go with breast cancer. for two reasons. One, the doctor is showing like an x-ray of her chest, and I think that's what it would be, I'm guessing. Especially because Planned Parenthood, one of their big things is we provide mammograms. If we don't have Planned Parenthood, nobody's going to get their mammograms, which I think is what they're saying here. So we have that. Then we have this, which is the shot where these two kids had sex and now they're scared because they're like, oh no, we're going to get an infection or a disease from it. This is bad, because they don't have proper sex ed, I guess. And then we have this poor girl, who apparently is not able to receive her scholarship and go to college because she is pregnant and is going to have a baby. And then the story is that this would be what happens if there was no Planned Parenthood. But because there was Planned Parenthood, the woman with breast cancer, she could get it checked. This poor girl was able to get her morning after pill. And the other girl, I guess she started teaching at her college about, pure education. So honestly, Joss Whedon, really good job with this commercial. I really enjoy watching it. But I would be amiss if I were not to look at this commercial and say, there's a lot of wrong facts here. Let's look at some of those. Now, if you don't feel like watching anymore, spoiler alert, all of these facts that Planned Parenthood put out are wrong, and by a lot. But if you want to stick around, I can show you how wrong they are, and you can get really angry. Cool, let's go. First off, mammograms, checking for breast cancer. How much does Planned Parenthood do of that? 1.8%. You heard me. 1.8% of the nation's mammograms are done by Planned Parenthood. So, if Planned Parenthood says, well, I mean, this woman, the world without Planned Parenthood, she would die. It's really unfortunate. She's gonna pass away. She couldn't get screening. But you know what? Let's be nice. Let's give Planned Parenthood the benefit of the doubt and say that there are just not enough, and there's just more Planned Parenthoods than other clinics. But the other clinics, they just do more of them, but they're crowded and they're not as sanitary. Again, we'd be wrong because there's only 650 Planned Parenthoods in the country, and there's 13,500, give or so take, healthcare centers that do mammograms. Well, what about the thing about sex education? Doesn't Planned Parenthood provide incredibly comprehensive education that kids wouldn't be able to get elsewhere? First off, no kids are ever going to have sexual education on the lawn of their school taught by their peers as portrayed in the video. I mean, this is just not gonna happen. I'm sorry, but it's not. No one's gonna want to do that. No one's gonna show up, even if you offer free pizza. I'm sorry, I'll go to a lot of things for free pizza, but most people are not gonna go to a sexual education class taught by their peers for anything. Yeah, Planned Parenthood, good for you for doing sexual education for about 1.6 million teens. But, I mean, come on, that's not many if you think about how many high schools and how many teens there are across the country, and how many of those schools already have sexual education classes in place. Most schools do. So, if you take public high schools and you say, well, Planned Parenthood does a lot too, they do a lot, but they don't really do that much. Also, coincidentally, the type of sexual education that Planned Parenthood talks about is stuff like, oh, just use contraceptives properly and all that can still have adverse effects. But you know what really, really works for not getting any sort of sexual disease or pregnancy even? Abstinence. Are you saying if they don't, then they won't? And then there's the ridiculous idea that if you get pregnant, you can't go to college. Like, it ruins your life. Having a child, it ruins your life. Does it really, Planned Parenthood? Does it really ruin your life? Like, I'm not saying that I can't really make this assumption since A, I'm a guy, and B, I'm not pregnant. But if I was like, got pregnant, and then I got a full tuition scholarship, there's an easy way to fix this. You have the kid, you put it up for adoption, and you go to college with the full ride. That is a lot easier. The child doesn't die. There's some family who gets a child. There are tons of families who want to adopt children. And, I mean, I'm sure they would love this one that you're putting up for adoption. Your kid stays alive, a family gets a child, and you get to go to your full tuition scholarship. Alright, so I think I've pretty much destroyed Planned Parenthood's arguments from the commercial. But, yeah, good for you, Planned Parenthood, for making a great video. I hope that it brings you a lot of... I can't even say this with a straight face. This video is stupid. I don't like it. If people watch this video and they're like, I'm going to go to Planned Parenthood to have a mammogram, then they call Planned Parenthood and they're just like, I'm sorry, we don't do mammograms here. Try Googling a place that does mammograms. Like in all the videos that I have listed in the link below, I'm going to put like a video, just a compilation of Planned Parenthood doesn't do mammograms. Just watch it. Because they don't do it. So they're lying in this video. False advertising. That's not okay. They're false advertising something that is women's health. False advertising them helping women? Come on. What kind of a person you gotta be like that? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see a really awesome commercial for a really awesome company, watch the Catholic T-shirt Club commercial that I made. It's the last video I did. Links in the description, or pop it right up there. If you want to get a Catholic T-shirt Club box, also links in the description below. Or just go to CatholicT-shirtClub.com. That's where I got this shirt. Isn't that a cool shirt? I think it's a cool shirt. It's from their Mercy box, which I just did an unboxing of right there. I didn't dab, trust me. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as was in the beginning, is now and never shall be, rise up and live.